Some police officers who are a part of that Operation Final Push in the town of Linden may be making up their own rules and forcing residents to comply with them. Just yesterday, a senior army officer in the town was forced to file a complaint against a police officer. A number of young men in the community, especially on the Wisman shore, have complained that they are being harassed by the police for walking on the road after sunset, although there is no curfew in place. Last evening, a 25-year-old man who was walking home was shot to the face and badly injured when a group of policemen attempted to question him. The man's relatives said he had just left his home to return a friend's bicycle and was returning home when he noticed he was being followed by a vehicle. He suspected it was the police but continued to walk away and eventually started to run when they gave chase. The police opened fire and he was shot to the face and also received other injuries to his back. Nurses at the Mackenzie Hospital said the man was just dropped off there by the police, who sped out of the compound never to return. The man remains a patient at that hospital. The situation in the town remains very tense as residents continue to complain about how they are being treated by members of the joint services. Today, AFC leader Kemaraj Ramjatan said the government, which has put a hold on talks with Region 10 officials, clearly does not want to bring the issues at Linden to a resolution.
There must be some oblique or sinister motive for this thing. The demands, as we just mentioned, of the Lindeners are not unreasonable at all. When you still have only one television station, which television station is NCN and is literally giving the version to Lindeners of what the ministers are saying, it aggravates the situation. As mentioned here, Lindeners are not being asked for their views on NCN so that they could even hear themselves. That could also ventilate some steam and ease the situation, but no, they're pounded and drummed into their heads that they are rotten, they are no good people, they're burning down schools, and that should and they should all be denounced. And that is not what is happening there.
Ramjatan also spoke out against the Guyana police force for still not moving to file charges against the policeman or policemen who are responsible for the shooting death of the 3 protesters on the first day of the protest, when the police opened fire to clear a crowd at the bridge. Over 20 other persons received gunshot wounds on that day also.
But why is it that they have not as yet so far gotten any arrest for the people who shot since 4 weeks ago? But they could arrest these fellas, for throwing missiles and so on. They're quick to do that. I don't know what's the state of the affairs in relation to the killings. But we are saying that the Commission of Inquiry, although that will come in time, investigation as to the killings ought to have been done and being carried out now.
The Guyana police force just on Tuesday filed charges against some of the protesters for various offenses over the weekend, including indecent language. But the same force continues to dodge questions about the investigation into the shooting deaths at Linden.